Alright, Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, who y'all ignorantly call God. His name is Yahweh, the Most High. His name is Yahweh. And the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh Shai, who y'all ignorantly call Jesus Christ. And I want to give all praise to them. Alright? Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Alright. Of course, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who were well, and peace and salutation to the hopeful elect that's out here, pushing this word. Alright. And, waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. Alright. So this is a update, alright, that I'm going to give to you. I'm a Mafba from Great Millstone Playing Tables Camp, located here in Great Babylon in Philadelphia, PA. Alright. This update is from RT News, and it reads: North Korea fires missiles through Japan's airspace. Okay, let's read it. Slovakia, I got a toothache bothering me. It says Polygon, however you pronounce it, has launched a missile which, according to the Japanese and South Korean governments, passed through northern Japan's airspace. The Japanese government activates its J-alert warning system after North Korea fired an unidentified missile earlier Tuesday morning. Okay, so you have North Korea out there testing missiles, firing them and everything, despite sanctions that have been put on them, breaking all types of international laws. All right. And this is just prophecy, all right, playing out, because we know that the scriptures say that this world is gonna be burnt up, all right, burnt up with fervent heat, all right, and that's gonna come to ICBMs, all right. So I'm gonna continue to read. It says the North Korean missile passed over Japanese territory around 6:06 a.m. local time. The Japanese military did not attempt to shoot down the missile, but warned people to take precautions. Rutgers reports citing local media. Alright, so you have this missile that was fired by North Korea, and they've been warned not to do this, and I'm gonna cover that, right? But it's we're at the end. All right, this is basically it. Let's hit some precepts real quick. Slack here 1 second. This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. It reads, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right. So we see that they're testing. North Korea is testing missiles. We got all the other nations. They also testing their missiles and getting ready for their strikes and such. All right. Which they will turn on America, Babylon, that great whore. All right. And it's delaying, but it will come. All right. So these are just part of the prophecies. All right. These things happen. All right. All right. And I'll get another precept. This is Mark 13 and 8. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows. All right, which, you know, we have different things that's going about, like famine wise, Venezuela. All right, earthquakes, you know, reported all over the world. All right, and these are just the beginning of sorrows. All right, nation against nation, you know, that's been happening. All right, that North Korea, you know, they shooting missile onto Japan. All right, which Japan is a U.S. ally. All right, so let's go on. So this is another article. This is published by RT News on August the 29th at 11:37. And it says, Trump says all options are on the table for North Korea. White House statement. And it says, Donald Trump says all options are on the table for North Korea, according to a White House statement. It comes after Pyongyang or whatever, it's like Polygon or whatever, is launched a missile over Japan. It says the world has received North Korea's latest message loud and clear. The regime has signaled its contempt for its neighbors, all right, Japan, and you got all the nations, for all members of the United Nations, and for minimum standards of acceptable international behavior. All right, because this breaks all of that. Trump said in the statement referring to the Tuesday launch of the ballistic missile which passed over Japan, which I covered, right? Threatening and destabilizing actions only increase the North Korea regime's isolation in the region and among all nations of the world. All options are on the table, Trump added. And what those options are is ICBMs. All right, Trump destroying and wiping North Korea off the map. That's on the table. All right, because Trump, I believe he has said that he warned about fuel and fire, or fury or something of that nature. All right. Earlier, I believe in the month, if I'm not mistaken, in earlier articles and such, if North Korea doesn't relax with all of their testing of missiles and such, okay? And it says, the comments are just, hours after Trump held a 40-minute phone call, with Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe following the missile's launch. Trump and Abe agreed in the phone call that North Korea poses a grave and growing direct threat to the United States, Japan, and the Republic of Korea, as well as to the countries around the world, according to the statement. Because, of course, they have ICBM capability, and they have these missiles and these weapons of mass destruction. Now, of course, the U.S. is really counting what them as they could do something, all right, which these lesser nations didn't used to be considered to be even a threat. And it says, it added that the U.S. and Japanese leaders are committed to increasing pressure on North Korea and doing their utmost to convince the international community to do the same. Okay, so let's start to I'll get into some precepts, and I'll just highlight a little bit stuff in this article. You can read it yourself. I'll leave a link. I'm gonna go read this right here. It says, and the U.S. should be wholly responsible for the catastrophic consequences it will entail, Han added. without explicitly addressing the Tuesday launch. All right. So, you have, North Korea. They're not playing any games. They hate this war. All right, America, and it's gonna come basically to this World War III. All right. So let's start getting into some precepts and close it off. But we, the elect, all right, nation of Yashala, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the 144,000 prophets, which I do believe I'm part of that number of the hopeful elect. We are in the know. Okay. So this is Revelations 9 and 16. I'll get that real quick. Revelations 9 and 16. It reads, the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. All right, 200 million. And I heard a number of them. Okay. And it reads on, it says in verse 17, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having the breastplates of fire. And Jankinich, or Jankinich, if I'm not pronouncing it right, Slakia, and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issue fire and smoke and brimstone. That's talking about ICBM missiles, okay, right there. You have the prophet John, all right, describing them to the best of his ability, all right, being an ancient prophet back then, describing it to the best, writing it down on a roll, all right, on in the scriptures, all right. And it goes on, it says, by these three was the third part of men killed, Esau, Edom, all right, by the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone which issue out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth, all right, the ICBMs, all right, and in their tails, all right. Got the warhead, all right. It says, for their tails were like unto serpents, and their heads, and with them they do hurt, and bring forth the destruction. All right. And it goes on. It says, and the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornications, nor of their thieves. All right. So, we have destruction that's going to be coming, all right, via these ICBMs, all right, fire and brimstone, all right, that's been prophesied in the Bible, okay, and that's going to bring forth the vengeance of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is Luke 18 and 7, and it says, and shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, and he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, with the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? All right, which the Lord, he gonna have his elect. They're gonna be he gonna deliver them via the chariots. All right, and he's gonna bring forth destruction. The chariots are gonna shoot fire and such, and bring destruction, and also the ICBMs. All right, but the Lord, the elect, is gonna get avenged. All right, we're gonna be redeemed. All right, well, we done went through. The elect of Israel, Yashala, the princes of power, is gonna be delivered by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and we just waiting for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and these prophecies to continue to pass. Alright, waiting for the rest of the elects to be sealed, and etc. Not really etc. I can put in what the etc is, but let me get a preset for you. A preset. Another quick precept, and then I'll get the other precept. This is Luke 17:29. It says, "But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed." That's coming. In that day it says, "He which shall be upon the housetop, and his stuff in the house, let him come down to take away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back." Alright. Point is there, man. You know, it's gonna be Yahweh Shem Yahshai is gonna bring down that that fire, alright? Via these ICBMs. Alright. And it's just plain. We just waiting. Alright. Though it tarry, wait for it. Alright. So with that, I'm just call it simple and short right there. I'll go into some more prophecies in the future. Staying hot, staying in this truth, staying circumspect. Alright. Watching out for the times that we're in. Stay up. And with that, I'm gonna say, call halal yim Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All praise to Yahweh Yahushai. Alright, the Heavenly Father and His Son. And shalom to all the elect out there. Alright. Shalom.